neither does the commissioner, neither does the mayor. And that's because in the past, the legislation that existed had language that said takeover. The language that we're under in terms of, and make no mistake about it, it is the takeover. It's just that the language is different. But you have to be savvy enough to use their language and interpret it in front of them. So in other words, if you continue to say takeover without saying I understand that you're calling it an intervention, then they will look at it as if you don't know what you're talking about. You lose credibility. So if you use the language, if you use their language and you interpret their language by saying, I know this is an intervention, that's what you're calling it, but it's actually a takeover, then that raises your credibility on what you have to say publicly. But we are under the intervention language, and that means that there are five different areas, and that's getting more specific. I don't want to get into that. I think that we're going to talk about that on May the 11th. But I do want to make my final statement by saying that sometimes, and maybe I'll use Mary Hatwood Futrell's statement, which says, if not now, when? If not you, who? If there's ever another community meeting, you need to bring 5 people. Nobody wants to bash you this morning or this afternoon and say, you know, the room should be filled and, you know, we are those people. No, you. It starts with us. It starts with you. Next time, bring 5 people. Then if we keep on, we can fill the room and we'll have 200 people. It's no mistake that the mayor had her meeting this week, because that was unplanned. When she heard about this meeting, she intervened. There was an intervention which took place. So she wanted to get her message to the community before you spoke to the community. And so what does that mean? How do you, oh, she got ahead? No, that means that you are being heard, that you are being recognized, that you are now affecting their strategy. So you have to come up with your own strategy to beat that down.